YouTube? Shuki here with a review of the Doubutsu Sentai Zyuohger DX Cube Rhinos. Obviously being a Rhino. And right off the bat, you may notice he's not a cube. And that's true. He's a truck that carries cubes. So he's like the god of the cubes because he can carry them around. Or something, I don't know. But regardless, Cube 9 is not a cube. As you can see right here, he does still have the cube-esque design up front here, but he himself is not a cube, and he does not form a cube. There is no way to make him a cube at all. But anyway, we've got a huge, long box for him, because he is a long tractor trailer that can carry all the cubes and fun stuff like that. It does run the body of Tousai Zyuoh, and we will get to that as well. This box is taking a lot of space, so let's just go ahead and get rid of this thing and take a look at Cube Rhinos. I'm not going to hit this box out of the way, it's too big. Alright, our little cube truck was released. I shouldn't even say a little. Our cube truck was released in June 2016 alongside Cube Crocodile and Cube Wolf for about 3,900 yen or so, give or take. He is a lot bigger and thus a lot more pricey. Like I said, I'm going to move the tractor trailer part, the trailer part, back there. Here's the cab part. So like I said, you do have the 9 there, so it does have that cube-esque design to it. But obviously you have a, like, semi-trailer or semi-truck sort of cab design up here, which is kind of cool. He even has little smokestacks there. So that's cool. You got the Rhino design right here. You have the eyes, you have the horn. He's got 2 horns. Ignore the fact that there's feet here. It's the easiest thing to do. It's pretty neat. It rolls really well. Lots of reallys. So that's how awesome he rolls. And here is the trailer portion right here. You do have slots for all sorts of cubes. You have a cube fitting here, a cube fitting here, and you can have a cube fit right there. And there's an 8 right there because it's showing you where Wolf sits for Zyuoh, Tousai Zyuoh, as well as a 1 right there because Eagle will sit up there for Wild Tousai King, and a 6 back there because Gorilla will sit in those clips back there for Wild Tousai King. So it's all marked nice and clear for everybody so they don't get confused. They hook together just by that little tiny peg right there, and there's a little tiny hole up there. You can just line those up, and it'll peg into place, and you can go off to the races and carry all of your cubes. Now in the show, he mainly carries 7 and 8, with 7 attaching right there, and 8 attaching right there. So you have 7 and 8 sitting in those 2 spots, and he carries them around and goes, and all that stuff. So nothing too thrilling. But you can actually hold a lot more cubes than just 7 and 8. Like I said, you have this space right here, which can automatically hold at least 1 and 6 because of the way it's designed. But you can go ahead and take like 8, and you can plug 8 right there, and put 7 on top of 8 like that. And you can take the entire components of Zyuoh King and plug them right there. Let me go ahead and swing his arms around. Not that you can see them up there. So you can go ahead and swing those around. So you have the entire component of Zyuoh King sitting that back there. And then you can put the entirety of Zyuoh Wild on this side. Let's go ahead and take out the weapons for now. So you can carry all of them neatly stacked on top of each other, just like that, and that looks really cool. So number 9 is carrying around 1 through 8 on his back, and while it definitely is a lot more heftier, it still maintains its pretty decent rolling ability. So that is really cool. I like that a lot. I like being able to store things. So even if you don't put them in robot mode, you have a place to store all of the numbered cubes, at least released thus far, until Whale rolls around and then everything's up in the air again. But you do have these extra pieces. You can hook them places if you would like. So that is that for his little cube carrier truck mode, and I like that a lot. So for now, we're going to keep King and Wild out of their way, and I knocked something over, but who cares? Let's transform things. So take the cab part, take this part off, set that aside. That'll become the head. Flip that back, and you have the legs for Tousai Zyuoh. Take the trailer part, and that will connect right in there. Push down, make sure that all the tabs are properly inserted, and don't knock him over. Swing these parts down. These will be the bases of the arms. The little piece right here will be a hand, as you can see right there. That will peg in. Got a hole, got a peg right in there, and then the other arm, as mentioned previously, will be done by the crocodile. So extend the crocodile's head out like this. You got a peg, or a hole rather, and then you got a peg that will plug in right there to form the other arm. Then, as mentioned in the wolf review, you swing this down, you have a head, and that will go right there. And there you have Tousai Zyuoh, and he's really neat. I like this guy a lot, and kind of as I mentioned in the wolf review, one of my favorite things is this chest piece right here. I just love the gold, the silver, and the black uniting at this part of Cube Wolf, and I don't know what it is about it, but I really dig it. I love the crocodile arm. It's a nice offensive chompy weapon, which is definitely really cool. It would be neat if you could put other cubes on this arm. Unfortunately, like if I try to put like elephant on the arm or something like that, if you take this off and find the peg, the holes are engineered, I keep saying peg, I don't know why. The holes are engineered a little bit differently than on Wolf and Croc, so you can't actually get it to fit in any of the holes, which is a little bit of a disappointment, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not something that's going to happen in the show, so therefore I'm not really too concerned. Articulation-wise, you do have a huge rotation right there at that joint, so you can give him a little bit of arm articulation, but it's pretty standard Sentai Mecha levels of articulation. Yes, he is blocky. He does not have a proper leg split, just like all of the other robots. It is black here, not that it matters because the entirety of the robot is black, but it is there nonetheless. So, I don't know. There's Tousai Zyuoh, and like I said, I just really like him. I like him a lot. He retains the blockiness of this line that I really dig while still being something new and different because he's not composed entirely of blocks. He's comprised of this tractor trailer that uses or carries the cubes around. So it's a nice little change of pace from the two, like 3 brick robots that we have now. So it's a nice little breath of fresh air while still being mainly comprised of bricks. So it's a little bit of something new and a little bit of something old that I like quite a bit. Now something that you can do, which is actually kind of fun, is you can remove Wolf. And so if you want to, you can turn Wolf into an arm. You can take this piece off right here and find the fist, which I'm not doing well at all. Found it. Plug that in right there, and this is the start of the forming of Wild Tousai King, which we won't really get into in this video. We'll wait for Cube Komori's review, but I will touch upon it briefly. But you can take Gorilla, and you can plug Gorilla right there, and so now you have Gorilla piloting Tousai Zyuoh, and I don't know, I think that's just kind of neat. You can do it with Eagle, too. You want to go ahead and take him out. You can pop an Eagle. Pop Eagle right in there. Flip little Eagle's head out. Now Eagle's piloting Tousai Zyuoh, and it's fun. Unfortunately, those are the only 2 you can really do it with. Tiger does have a little bit of a face, but unfortunately Tiger's little humpy things for the arm sockets make it so it can't fit in that slot, unfortunately. But can you do it with Lion? I think you can. I didn't even think about Lion. Oh, yes! That's my favorite so far. Look at this guy. He's just gonna beat you up and take your money. Oh, this is definitely my favorite so far. I've loved Lion's head sculpt. Oh, and that looks awesome piloting a robot, especially one with big fists like this. Oh, that is neat. That's going in the photo gallery. But at the very least, like I said, this is the start of the formation of Wild Tousai King. And that is the combination of all 9 cubes plus the 4 weapon cubes. Now, obviously, we only have 3 at the moment. Cube Komori releases later this month. But we can get a little bit of a sneak peek. I'm not going to go too into my thoughts on this. I'm going to save it for Cube Komori's review. But oh my god, I love this thing so much. So that about does it for Cube Rhinos. And while he doesn't have as much functionality with the other toys as Cube Croc or Cube Wolf do, it is still a lot of fun. Having a little tractor trailer that can pull all of the other cubes with it is just really fun, especially for kids that like to act out Sentai mech battles and all that fun stuff. And it's a nice way for collectors to display their cubes if they don't want to display them in robot mode for whatever reason. So it's another option for collectors to display as well. So it's an all-around win-win. It's a lot different than the previous cubes because it's not a cube, and I think a lot of people might actually like that because a lot of people are complaining, oh, they're too blocky, oh, there's too many cubes, blah, and stuff like that. So having something a little bit original and new kind of will move away from the blocky cubes and stuff. While it's still blocky, it's a fresh, new thing for this mecha line that I think a lot of people are going to appreciate. Plus, as I said, the Wild Tousai King combination is awesome looking, in my humble opinion, and we'll get to that later. But an all-around awesome robot. Tousai Zyuoh is great, his feature combinations are great, and I love his little vehicle mode as well. So all in all, a really fantastic toy that I definitely recommend. So that about does it for this review. If you like it, go ahead and blast that like button, comment below, and subscribe for more. So as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one. Bye.